What's up, everyone, and welcome to the 4th episode of the SnapCast. I am Alex Blackard, as always joined by, yes, I did it right, Kyle Vance, and Evan Bruce. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. If you're watching us live on Twitch, we appreciate you. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to catch up and check us out live next time we go live, every single Sunday, 8:30, go to SnapCast MTG on Twitch. Everybody live, thanks for hanging out. So much to talk about today. Yeah, Evan is looking super fancy tonight. Looking clean cut. Got that dope haircut. We have so much to talk about tonight. GP Detroit. We have the Nationals tournament that's still going on still for some reason. We have a huge adjustment to the Pro Tour schedule that's very important. We have the Planeswalker decks that were spoiled. Of course, we'll be going full tilt. But yeah, let's get into the ETB. Boom. So, GP Detroit today. Team Modern Unified. Kyle, do you want to explain to the viewers what exactly Team Modern Unified is?
So if one person has, say, Snapcaster Mage in their deck, no other people can play it, and it can only be, but you can only have it as a 4 of. You can't go over that number, and multiple people can't play the same card. So it makes it a little more complicated for building decks and everything, which might lead to more narrow deck choices for overall teams.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that really don't dig the team unified format because of that. So
I enjoy that format. I think it brings a completely unique take on the way you play Modern, and it's a completely different environment.
Yeah, it definitely makes it to where you have different deck building restrictions. So
right.
So, Kyle, you want to tell us about the team that ended up winning?
Yeah, so the team that ended up winning, they beat PVDR, which is Paulo Victor Damadarissa, Sam Party.
The GOAT.
Yeah, the GOAT. Matt Nass and Sam Party. And the team that won was, let me double check their names.
Yeah, so
it was William Corson. He was on Humans, which is, we all know, is a good deck. Antonio Perez was on Mono Green Tron, and Andrew Lopez was on Jeskai Control.
Yeah.
So all those decks are pretty sweet. Alex, do you want to go through that last game that you were talking about?
Yeah. So I was talking about this in the pre-show. So it was a crazy last 2 or 3 turns of the game. Basically, Lopez was at 5 life. Pardee was at 12. Pardee cycled a Hallowed One because he pretty much needed to. He found a Burning Inquiry, and then on Lopez's next turn, he slammed Jace, and then Pardee cast Burning Inquiry, then plays Bloodghast and Flamewake Phoenix, and just passed turn. He attacked, then Lopez blocked and cast Celestial Purge on the Flamewake, and then it's Lopez's turn. He cast Baneslayer Angel and said go. And then
Party looked at one card and then
Party cycled another Hollow One, which is definitely not what you want to be doing. And then he was like, handshake,
yeah, guess I'm dead.
GG's. And yeah, I mean, huge congrats to these 3. I mean, they took down a Hall of Famer, a Platinum Pro, and a Gold Pro. So
yeah, I mean, 3 of probably some of the best players in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah,
and one of the best players of all time.
Yeah, Paulo is just...
Yeah.
I think he's my GOAT, but yeah.
He's very good.
He's absolutely in the top 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, and then for...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say for the Nationals that's going on right now, Kyle, do you want to talk about the decks that top 8'd?
Well, surprise, surprise, we're still in this standard format of everyone playing black-red. So there's five black-red, an Esper, a blue-black mid-range, and I think another Esper.
So just the mono blue.
Mono blue, right. There's a mono blue, and it's got Slither Blade. It has Tempest Gen. 21 Islands is the entire mana base. It's a pretty interesting looking deck. If you do want to look at it, just check the Wizards website. It's a pretty interesting build, and it has 3 Curious Obsession, 4 Charter Course.
It plays 4 Obsession.
4 Obsession, 3 Charter Course. So
it also plays Diamond Mare, and I love this deck.
Yeah, Diamond Mare. I think that's for red decks.
I think it's pretty sweet that like literally the last week of Standard we have a brand new deck like out of literally left field. Like what? So
I mean, I think it's always been like a super fringe deck. Like people have tried making the mono blue thing work.
Yeah.
But it really hasn't. But it's cool to see it doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Is like it's awesome.
Usually in Japanese tournaments, you see like one really good player playing like a deck from like left field.
Yeah.
So it's pretty like I'm not surprised there's like a fringe deck in the top 8, but it is cool to see.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Japanese metagames evolve a lot faster than American because we are we always want to play like the best thing, right? Mm-hmm. And there's oftentimes it gets stagnant very quickly in American metagames.
Okay, that actually brings up a pretty interesting point. Do you think that the American scene is too inbred and we all like think that we all need to play the best deck, whereas other countries the way they think is that like what deck could I be playing to beat the best deck?
Yeah, to an extent, I think that's definitely could be an argument, but I don't know. I mean, I typically, as people watching this probably know, I typically try and find the best control deck. Even in Standard, like especially right now with Teferi, I'm pretty sure Teferi control will be a deck until that card just rotates, right?
Sure.
Assuming that we don't get some like crazy aggressive deck. Like Boros, all the Boros cards are just insane and Mentor's busted. Like,
yeah.
But I think, but especially in Modern, obviously, Modern's expensive. Mm-hmm. You can't go to a PTQ with a brand new deck every week, unless you got that Cheddar, baby. So, but
Evan, what do you think?
I don't know. Like, Mudkip brings up a good point. Like, the numbers, like just strictly numbers wise, it is a smaller meta. Outside of the States, but I don't know. It feels like there's just as much jockeying for the best deck. Even like I watch a lot of streams outside of the United States, and like you're still seeing the same kind of, at least in Standard right now. Modern's, at least to me, the most diverse it's ever been, like in or outside of the United States.
Yeah.
But like at least strictly speaking about Standard, I think we're just in a stagnant format anywhere you're playing the game.
Yeah.
In general, there's probably a little more net decking in the States. Like at least at the top tables, it seems there's a little more creativity coming from other countries.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't say that like it's a giant margin.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, that in like in Standard in general, you'll have like 3 like tier, like these are the best decks, and then you'll have like maybe 3 to 5 in a good Standard format. You'll have like 3 to 5 like tier, and I hate the tier systems. Either your deck is bad or good. But anyways, not going to delve into that right now.
Yeah, you either play blue or you don't.
Not even that. It's just like so. Like whenever Marvel was the best thing to be doing, you should have probably just been playing Marvel. Like,
yep. I agree with that. No, I 100% agree with that.
Especially over the last couple years with like it was like Collected Company into what?
No, it started with 4-Color Rally.
Yeah.
4-Color Rally was the best deck by a big margin. And then it was Bant Company. Then it was Humans Company. And then it was Marvel. And then it was Saheeli Combo. And then
Energy, I think, and then
and then it was Teamer Energy. And
where they had to literally just do everything to nuke that style deck.
And then it became Mono Red, and then ever since Mono Red's kind of backed off, it's been a little bit of like the kind of like top 3 decks, like Blue Black, Esper, Blue White kind of thing, like Red. So
I mean, they banned a lay. They banned a Lay of the Land with Upside. So
yeah.
But rightly so.
Energy
That card was
was
insane.
too good.
Yeah, the card was really good.
Yeah. So let's kick it back to Modern. I think that's probably the more relevant tournament. Would you guys agree? I mean, we're about to... Standard's about over. This Standard is about over with. So I'm sitting here looking at... I'll bring it up real quick. The top 8 deck lists. Let's go through it and just kind of talk about each deck real quick. We have Paulo, Vitor, Dama.
This deck is sweet.
Yeah, no. This is a deck that, so we're all pretty much from St. Louis, and this is a deck that has started seeing quite a bit of play in our meta. But I just dig it. I love that even though Modern is it's an established format and there's good decks, it only takes literally one card, and of course I'm talking about Phantasmal. Or not Phantasmal Image.
Supreme Phantom.
Supreme Phantom. Yeah, they all sound the same. But Supreme Phantom, this printing made this deck. All these other cards were available to us, but now it's actually a very strong deck.
I really like it.
I'm on the Spirit train.
For this kind of list that I'm seeing here is I'm really liking the 2 Geist of Saint Traft. Yeah. And something that's a little bit different than some lists is it's playing 3 Ada Vials and 4 companies.
It's
the decks that play company.
It's
combining them, which isn't really a thing you want to be doing in the humans lists, because humans, you're playing Thalia and you're playing all these different ways to tax your opponents and stuff. But this deck is more of a swarm deck than a tempo control deck.
Yeah.
So I really like the companies in this.
Well, yeah.
One thing.
Go on, Evan.
I was just gonna say one thing that I think even more so than the vials is it's not playing what's the 2/1 flash give something hexproof.
Oh, it's not playing rattle chains.
Yeah.
So it seems like they elected to go with Geist of Saint Traft and then fit in the Aether Vials.
This seems a lot better against the big
Coco.
This seems a lot better against the big mana decks.
Yeah, it seems
Rattle
better.
Chains is very bad against mass removal.
Okay, so think about this though. So Rattle Chains is really good against a deck with Bolt and Path and everything.
Right.
But what else is good against Bolt and Path? Geist of Saint Traft.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hitting the same access, and it just clocks for bigger. Because the decks that usually play Bolt, Path, Push usually don't put a lot on the ground to block.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
This deck in general just seems like that's what they were targeting was the big mana decks. Even if you look at their mana base, most lists aren't playing 3 Horizon Canopy and 2 Caverns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like it. I mean, and it's Pablo, so I mean, he
knows what he's doing.
If you want to say correct, these numbers are probably correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So next deck. Sound good? Or do you want to talk about the sideboard real quick?
Well, the sideboard. Let's flip it.
Oh, my favorite
Jamoka's
card.
Command.
My favorite card. Jamoka's Command.
Jamoka's Command's very spicy, and then also to your point, Evan, the Gadget
Go down two.
The Unified Will.
Oh yeah, Unified Will. I love that.
That's been a card though that's starting to see a lot more play.
Oh, I just love the card.
Yeah.
I've countered. I used to play a Bant Company, and I've countered Ugins. I've countered Cryptics. It just feels so good.
Yeah. So also moving on to Matt Nass. So this is Paulo's. Of course, this is his teammate, Matt Nass, with Hardened Scales Affinity. And boy,
that's not KCI.
Yeah,
right. And notice they didn't win.
Right? Yeah. But I'm sure he won some games that he wouldn't have won with KCI.
Oh, he had some busted games with this deck.
The one card that really stands out to me in this deck is the Evolutionary Leap. It's so hot.
Well, and it's so good with Hangerback Walker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very, very good. This deck just looks very clean. All the numbers. The fact that animation module is getting play and it's a very good card in the deck is very interesting. I mean, I don't really have much to say about this deck except for it's very explosive.
This deck is one of those decks that, again, much like what Paulo was playing, just kind of popped up out of nowhere on Moto one day, and people were like, "Wait, is this actually a thing or what?" So, yeah, I mean, it's very sweet. I think this is very clearly the more favored of the affinity decks now too.
Well,
Did you hear
it's
what
more
the
explosive.
Do you know what the nickname is for the deck now?
No, what?
Robots.
Yes, I love it. This deck is very hard to play against. I played this at a IQ when I was playing Jeskai, and I literally cast one spell the entire game. I went Electrolyze here and here on 2 of their like 1-butts, and he was like, in response, sacrifice all these things, proliferate, da 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 da, and you're dead. Your spell resolves. I was like, damn.
Mudkip. Kenobi made the Hardened Scales deck or the Spirits deck?
Probably both. Like, honestly.
I don't know if you guys have watched Kenobi's streams, but they're sick.
Yeah, no, Kenobi makes some really good content. I'm a fan. Cool. So anything spicy in a sideboard?
Anything spicy in his sideboard?
He really doesn't want to lose to Tron.
Yeah, he's got
4 D-spheres, 4 claims. He's got a Karn. I like the Karn.
Yeah, I like the Karn.
Why the split of Tormod's Crypt and Relic?
Tormod's Crypt's probably better against Bridgevine if he's expecting that. Because it comes down turn 1.
Yeah, I guess
so does Relic. I'm dumb. But Tormod's Crypt has free activation. I don't know.
It just seems odd to have the split.
Maybe to draw a card? I don't know. That's hey, these are the big boys, you know. They
get a hold of Matt Nass and tell him we need answers.
Just like tweet at him, be like, bruh, what's up with it?
Bruh.
So yeah, let's get to their third and final teammate, Sam Pardee with Black Red Hollow One. Of course, this deck has been very good ever since the Pro Tour, well, the last Pro Tour, where. Yeah, I forget who played it. But anyway, Sam Pardee piloting it here. I mean, this is kind of just... What's that?
It was Ben Hull.
Ben Hull. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, this deck is just... It is what it is at this point. It's a staple in the metagame.
Is Tasigur been in every deck? Like, every iteration of this deck?
I don't think so.
No, I think...
Like, that seems out of place to me.
It might be out of place, but it's also probably better against blue decks.
Well, sure.
You just gotta buy stuff back.
How often does this deck have 4 mana consistently?
No, you're correct. I don't know if it's correct, but it looks interesting. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like the 4th Gourmet. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. This deck seems like it knows what it's doing. Not much. Not much innovative stuff going on here.
Yeah, this is bread and butter staple of the format now. It's pretty much a more consistent but slower version of the Bridgevine deck that we were talking about earlier, so not too much to say about that.
All right, Alex, this is all you.
So this is Brian Kennel's white-blue control. 3 Jace, 2 Teferi, 2 Snaps, 2 Clicks. I like the 2 Clicks, but I personally don't play them. Anyways.
I mean, it's a real good way to, like, bottom a Terminus that's stuck in your hand.
Yeah, and it's very good against the unfair decks. This deck just crumbles a lot of the time to the big decks or the decks that are trying to be unfair. So this definitely helps with that. We have, of course, Terminus. Oust, I love. I play that. The Verdict along with the 4 Terminus is something that's been popping up on Moto as well, and that's pretty sweet. And the main deck Timely. Like, you're not losing to a creature deck. You're just not.
I really like the main board Timely.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's sick.
I like it.
Then we got some one D-Sphere, 1 Search. So that seems...
I don't know. I kind of like
it seems
search.
Yeah, what this person what Kennels did is he added clicks and took out a search and a D-Sphere, it looks like. So, and then of course 25 lands.
I do want to talk about a play that was made
here
today that was very, very good.
But this card, have you guys seen that the hieroglyphic illumination has made its way into Modern?
Yeah, let me back up to the D-Sphere real quick and tell you about a play that I saw happen today. So at the PPTQ, a person detention feared this guy's melee mage, Quint. He got his melee mage and his other melee mage and his phantasmal mage. They were all melee mages detention sphered and had one card left in his hand. And his opponent, Quint said go, and his opponent passed back. And at his end step, he activated his vial on 3, and his opponent said okay. And the card he put in was a Rex Age, and Rex Aged the D-Sphere. And the one card in his opponent's hand was a Vendilion Click, so he could have responded to the Vial activation with a click.
Get wrecked.
So little like heads up for everyone there. Like just play crisp, because I'm pretty sure the blue-white guy couldn't lose if he clicked in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like, what's the downside there, right? Like, just find out what they're gonna put in, and then if need be, take it if it's threatening. So
okay, so explain to me why Illumination is better than like say a Glimmer here. If the goal is to be able.
Okay, this is my time, boys.
Search for Escanta.
So the reason they are playing Hieroglyphic Illumination is because it is very much like Opt. And of course, he is playing for Opt as well. But basically, Ben Stark did this at the Open a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, whoa, what? We're playing Hieroglyphic Illumination? This seems kind of weird.
Kind of loose.
Yeah, kind of loose. Loosey-goosey. But yeah, Hieroglyphic Illumination, it's fine. Like, it's pretty decent early, but it's insane late. Like, if you're against Jund or Mardu, or one of the just like super grindy decks in the format, drawing 2 cards is so much better than drawing 1 and just scrying and drawing 1.
But
like,
wouldn't like I just it seems like Glimmer makes more sense because you get to set up your Terminuses.
Well, you also want that 1-mana draw spell for Terminus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, so say you have a Jace on the battlefield, and because a lot of the times with this deck, you'll actually, you'll know that the Terminus is on top, right?
Right.
So you just illuminate, and it's fine. Like, it's essentially the same thing. It's just late game, you have more flexibility with it.
All right.
So one thing that's interesting here in the sideboard is EE, Engineered Explosives. Typically, you don't see that in blue-white. You'll see that in Jeskai a lot, but...
Yeah, not having access to a 3rd mana, like, the issue cards for blue-white X decks are usually, like, the black permanents that are hard to deal with, like Liliana. And, yep, Liliana's just annoying.
Yeah, Liliana, you almost have to counter, or you
Tracker.
You die. Yeah, Tireless Tracker also.
I do really like...
The Academy Ruins is pretty hot to get back your EE.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Woo! That's pretty dope.
That is pretty sweet.
And you can get back Crucible World. Oh, okay, on to the next. This one, pretty much meat and potatoes of Modern now.
I do like the 2 Lily of the Veil in the main. That's kind of different, but I do like that. Besides that, I mean, it looks all standard.
Let's take a look at the board. Ooh, Nahiri, okay.
One Nahiri, okay, I like that.
He's playing Anguished Unmaking in the main?
Oh, wow. Really? Did we miss that?
Yeah. He's playing a 1 of Anguished Unmaking.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, wow.
Near the bottom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Anguished Unmaking 1, white, black, standard all-star, instant, exile target non-land permanent, you lose 3 life. That's insane. That's hot. See?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it, but it seems like it's a bit of a steep price in this format.
So, like, what does Mardu have trouble with? Like, Planeswalkers. Like, that's pretty much it. So, like, that's the answer.
Yeah,
like, he's playing the 1 Dreadbore as well, so he's playing the Dreadbore and the Anguish Making. I feel like that's okay.
I don't know, it seems like he cut a Moon for that, and Blood
Moon.
I
don't hate that.
I don't know. Maybe it's not as good as I think it is right now.
Alright, so Bradley Tinney's Infect. So, I mean, this looks... Ooh, Distortion Strike is actually pretty hot.
I died to that and it was an Infect. I don't like it.
Just personal bias over here. So, John Rose,
Alec,
5 color.
You have my window on screen.
So everyone can see everyone talking.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys.
So Jonathan Rose, 5 color humans. Kyle, I'll let you.
Looks like he's playing 2 Buglers main. He's playing the Island. Looks pretty standard.
Ooh, you played a Malcontents main?
Yeah. I mean, some people like it. I'd play it right now if it was a thing.
Yeah.
Malcontents is sweet. Kentucky in the sideboard I don't like. Dismember. It's just like really poopy. No, it's probably better now. It's probably better now with hard scales being a deck.
Right.
Statcaster's great. Rex Age is great. Set Collector's great. Gavin
do you
Teague
think?
is really good.
Riders of Gavany. What?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what do
What?
you think of that?
That card's very, very good, especially if you think there's going to be a lot of mirror matches and a lot of spirits. Card's
Which
great.
he did, like, had Paolo not had a path, there was a game where Riders completely took over.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
like standard draft chaff. That's great. I love
Right.
it. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
So Felix, I'm sorry, Felix, I butchered your last name. Red Green Shape Shift. Is there anything spicy about this? Doesn't really look like it.
No, I like the one EE main. I'm a fan of the Calling Heart Expedition. The split with Prismatic Open's kind of weird. I don't know if I like the Sweltering Suns at Anger of the Gods.
I think that's just a
right now.
nod at Meddling Mage.
Yeah.
I
that
guess
makes
so.
perfect sense.
But like the entire deck is bolts. Like all of the mountains are bolts.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fine.
I've even
deck looks
seen,
good.
I've
considered getting back into Scape Shift right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very clean.
They're playing a Vivian Reed in the sideboard.
What?
Yep. I love it.
And Emrakul, the promised end.
Yeah, Alpine Moon is great because Blood Moon's really bad against you. Like in your sideboard, so Alpine Moon is like how you win those big mana matchups.
So Vivian seems sick though too because it's very good against like KCI and all these artifact based decks.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even pretty good against blue-white control with detention spheres and all this nonsense. So
yeah.
I mean, what are you detention sphering against?
Well,
though.
It also kills any of the angels that they want to play. So.
Oh yeah, destroy a creature with fire.
Yeah,
I suppose
insane.
so. Tyler's Tracker's great. Relic's great. Oh, is that one Emrakul I saw on the sideboard?
Yeah, that's what I
The
said.
Promised End? Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
One lowly Emrakul.
Yep.
All right. Blue-White Control.
Sense, though. So Blue-White Control. See, this Dan Lanthier playing 3 snaps, 1 click, and see he's got the 2 searches in there.
Yeah, I
other
like that
than
a
that, I mean, this is pretty standard stuff.
Looks pretty standard, yeah. Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, he's not playing Terminus, so this isn't the.
Yeah, he is. He's playing for Terminus.
Oh, okay. It's a sorcery. It's never actually a sorcery though.
I like that he's got the Baneslayer Lyra sideboard.
That's the tech now. That is the tech.
Yeah.
Play both of them. Your Lyra pumps your Baneslayer for all the juicy Christmas land shenanigans.
All right, more 5-color humans.
So here we go. These are the decks that actually won, though. So,
all right, this is the winning decks.
Yeah, these are the winning decks.
5-color humans from William Corsone. So he took a page out of Ross Merriam's book, and he played no Bugler's main. He played 2 Thalia Heretic Cathar, which are very, very good. He was also playing the basic island, which is great. And his sideboard had 1 Riders, 1 Gut Shot, 2 Kataki, or 1 Kataki, 2 Gaddock Teague.
So what is this Gut Shot for, Kyle?
For the mirror match, for spirits, for Hardened Scale of Affinity, sure, for wizards. Just for anything that plays Noble Hierarch, Phantasmal Image, Bird Paradise.
Birds, sure.
And I really like the Daredevil.
Deck. Daredevil's great. I play 2 usually in my sideboard. Cards are really, really good against blue decks and red decks.
Yeah.
Being able to get bolts and thought seizes and cryptics and stuff is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Antonio Perez, mono green Tron. Of course, Tron rears its ugly head.
For this.
So let's see. Let's do it. It's just come on. This is a winning deck. Like we got to see if there's any innovation. Which.
No. It's green Tron.
I like the Oblivion Sower.
Okay. See, there we go. That's some innovation, man. Come on.
So do you guys actually know what that's for? Do you guys want to know what that's for?
We need to tell our listeners and our viewers.
That's for the mirror. So
you just that's disgusting.
So Naveen, the Tron player, loving this.
Ooh, they are playing
4
Ballista.
ballistas. Yeah, so that's the thing.
That's a nod towards all the aggressive decks.
Yeah, they're not playing any main deck worm coils though. So
right above
World
that, dude.
Breaker.
Right
World Breaker
it.
seems.
You mean World Breaker?
World Breaker.
Seems kind of lackluster right now to me.
I agree. Yeah,
every time, people have cast it against me and like, all right, I lose my land, I'm just gonna try and go around it. Like, it doesn't feel as impactful as the rest of the threats.
Yeah, and Naveen says 2 Ghost Quarters main as well is a little bit of a tweak too. So that's probably for the mirror, obviously, and for the blue control decks that want to start as-canting you.
Yeah.
Just because it's a very close matchup. Often Tron does win, but I guess if you get that going, they can just slam the door on Tron maybe.
Yeah.
But
Emrakul seems like just another finisher.
Yeah.
Naveen, like that.
Yeah,
that
very
seems
good
like
control.
Oh yeah, it's insane. You literally end the game whenever that card's cast. Doesn't matter if it resolves.
I'm kind of interested what their spell skite is for. Like maybe for boggles.
It's for like decks that mess with their permanents. So maybe more more geared towards like Nature's Claim for what's called Oblivion Stones and stuff.
Yeah,
and it also blocks stuff pretty well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell you.
One thing
and
I
the
will
last
say,
one. What's up? No, what's up?
I was just gonna say I don't understand why All Is Dust is not a more played card.
I just don't think that, like, when do they have 7 mana that they usually don't have 8?
I mean, turn 3.
I mean, yeah, but you want to play Karn, and like I guess like the thought is you can play Walking Ballista for 3, and like eventually.
There are some times though whenever they'll like Field of Ruin you off a Tron, and you like desperately you have like this 8-drop that will assuredly win you the game, but you only have 7 mana. So I can see the argument. Yeah. So okay, so then of course Andrew Lopez, which they played that game, that match was just insane.
He played very good with this
so deck. Well against who was it?
Sam Pardee.
It was Sam Pardee. Yeah. It's just insane. Like such a good match.
They were very good games, all 3 of them.
So his list is pretty stock. Peak is becoming more of a card that they're playing now. So
I love that.
That of course innovation was Nikolic just doing Nikolic things. Said let's try it, and sure enough, it wins a Grand Prix. So taking a look at the board, we got Gear Hulk, we got that's actually insane. Okay, so Fat Caster Mage himself.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. 2 Stony, 2 Surgical, 2 Dispel, a Baneslayer.
Is this deck just more reliant on Snapcaster? Like, is that why you play Surgical over Rest in Peace?
Oh yeah, you don't play Rest. Typically, you do not play Rest in Peace in Jeskai because
are you just looking to close it out with Snapcaster burn spells?
Yep.
Yeah. Surgical is often just the better of any of those anyway, just because you do have access to 4 snaps. So, But yeah, that is the top 8, or sorry, top 4, because it was a team tournament, so they cut to top 4. That's all the decks that were in top 4. Well, now we have some tilting to do. So
sounds great.
Yeah, Kyle, let's switch into it. Go ahead, take it away, bud.
All right, man. So Saturday, me and 3 of my buds, Chris, Quint, and Davey, we're like, all right, let's roll out to this PPTQ, like an hour and 45 minutes away. We got there at 2 o'clock p.m. and went up to the door, and it said, PPTQ canceled today.
Oh my god, dude.
So
let it all out, man. Let it out.
They go, they were still inside, and we're like,
what? They were
what's going on? Yep, and they're like, the store's flooded. And I was like, what?
Oh my god.
So apparently they posted 45 minutes before it was supposed to start.
Which you were already on your way, though, so.
Yeah, so like, it was in like somewhere in Illinois. So like, anyone that was going to go there, was it somewhere like that?
Yeah.
So like, not Chicago, somewhere else in Illinois.
Right. BFE.
Yeah, so like, it was rough. No one was happy in the car. It was very, very frustrating.
Oh my god, I would give them the dirtiest Yelp review ever.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. We were not happy at all.
That's gross.
So today I played, and I lost against 2 black-green decks. Very frustrating. And then lost to Burn. So it was pretty rough weekend.
Mudkip.
But it is what it is. I played
Mudkip's laughing
Jeskai.
at your pain, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks, Mudkip. I played Jeskai Control. The deck was good. I just lost some pretty close games, honestly.
Yeah.
All of my losses were very, very close.
Yeah. That's how it goes, though, with that deck.
Yeah. I just got to figure out what deck I actually want to play and start building it.
Yeah.
I have no idea, actually. Oh,
a captain with no deck.
Reverse tilt topic is opening 3 Teferis in one day. So,
that's my tilt topic.
Yeah.
Is that I didn't get to do it?
Right.
Yeah, opening. Yeah. Anyway.
So, Evan, what about you? What is your tilt topic?
So I was thinking about this week, and I've been watching streams all week.
Sure.
And then it hit me, and I was watching a Jim Davis stream, and like Jim Davis a lot of times just plays what someone hands him, and like that's cool. It's what a lot of streamers do. And like he gets crushed by this like off the wall mono black Phyrexian Obliterator deck that's like the world's slowest deck in existence. But like Jim was a good sport and let the dude play it out and like die to a Torment of Hailfire for like 1 million. And like after being dead for turns, and his opponent after the game reveals his hand and types in the messenger, still had all these.
Holy smokes.
And like that's my tilt is, why do the still have all these guys exist? Why do you do it? If you're one of those people, stop doing it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's kind of like a part of our culture now, just the Magic culture, that you don't do that. Like, it's rude, it's mean. Like,
well, and like especially for newer players, like I've seen people do that at tournaments, at like F&M. Like that's gonna be discouraging to new players, and like it's gonna slow the growth of the game.
Absolutely.
Okay, so question. So what if I lose and I said, "Oh man, if I drew a bolt, I would have had you," and my opponent's like, "Well, I had a negate in my hand." Is that okay?
I mean, that's just responding to like a conversation. That's a little different than unprompted going like, look at all these ways I still had you dead.
That's the thing. I think that like you won, dude. Be a gracious winner is what it comes down to. Like, and be a gracious loser, but definitely be a gracious winner. Like, there's no need for that.
Yeah. So on that, like, whenever you win, what is the usual, like, how do you wrap it up? Do you say good games?
That'd be a new experience for me. I
would be like, oh my god, I did it! I finally won the match. So
it's just an interesting topic.
Yeah, no, Evan, if you want to answer Kyle's question, I think it is that.
I mean,
could really evolve into a really awesome conversation. So,
at least to me, like every time I win a game, like I don't know, I'm the one that's overly nice, and I like shake my opponent's hand. I'm like, "Hey, good game, thanks, it was fun." And then they look at me like, "Why are you still talking to me? It's over. It's cool." I get that effect a lot.
And I think it comes. I'm gonna interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think it comes down to like reading what kind of person your opponent is.
Yeah.
It's like picking up on like their personality and like how they're interacting with you. Yeah. So like if me and Alex are playing and I'm playing Burn and he's playing like Tron and I just burn him out, I'd be like, did you even want to play Alex? And like make fun of him and stuff like that. But if it's like just a person I don't know and it's something like that, and like I just like burn him out, and then like they're just like picking their stuff up, I'm not gonna say anything.
It goes back to like being a performer or a comedian. Know the room. Yeah,
know the room.
Know your opponent. And if you don't know them, don't be a jerk. I think we've talked about this on this show before. Like, just be kind.
Yeah, different people play the game different ways. Some people play it like more seriously. Some people play it more casually.
So that's not even the topic though, because you can be serious and still be respectful to your opponent.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, some people, like, when they lose, they take it worse than like a casual player would. Do you understand?
No, yeah,
like
100%.
Yeah, like if you play against me and I lose a very close one, I'm going to be a little more upset with myself that I lost than me like 14 like 3 years ago when I was I'd be like, oh cool. I mean,
yeah,
I
this is
lost.
fun. Yeah,
but now I'm like overanalyzing like what I could have done to win and like all that stuff. So like maybe I take it a little more like
yeah, and
rough.
On the flip side of that too, like if you win, don't like yeah, woo. You know, there's no need for any of that. Like, just
so a big thing I've been doing lately is like people I don't know. If I lose, I'm gonna like ask them like, was there anything I could have done differently?
Yeah.
Do you think there was like a point in the game like today I played against James Mellish and we had really like
good guy.
Yeah, great guy. We had 3 really good games, and at the end I was like, do you think I made any errors anywhere? And he's like, oh, that turn that I call against command you should have discarded this instead of that because you were like a mana short of casting it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. Like that's a really good thought. I didn't think about that.
And that's the thing too, is if you talk and you're not like super tilted about it, you can actually become a better player. So
100%. 100%. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
this Alex, what's your tilt, dude?
That topic could literally go on the rest of the show, but my tilt topic is I came across Saffron Olive posted a tweet that was a screenshot of a conversation that someone had with 2 players had on Magic Online. It's kind of similar to what Evan's tilt topic is, but it's just people being scummy and rude, and like there's a difference between like being tilted and being like giving your opponent like a bad taste in their mouth and just offending, like being mean about it. So the tweet, in the picture that was on the tweet, I'm gonna read it. I don't have it on screen, but
it is kind of like offensive.
Yeah,
like,
it's so this is a touchy subject. So, but we'll call him Player A and Player B. This didn't have anything to do with Saffron Olive, by the way. He is not on this, but it was just something he tweeted. So Player A says, and these are all quotes, "Please kill yourself for being a blanking blank piece of blank." And then Player B said, "Please don't talk about suicide like that." Player A says, "Then don't be a waste of society like you are." Player B, "Please stop." Player A, "God, you're such a blank. I really hope you do get hit by a bus." And then and then the same guy goes, "Please, I hope something terrible happens to you." Holy smokes. Like, are you joking me? I understand it's the internet and people are going to troll, but this is like too far, right? Like,
yeah, I'm not.
It's beyond too far.
Like,
so the biggest thing to say here is, would you ever say that to someone at a tournament?
That's exactly my point. You would never look at somebody in their face and go, "Kill yourself." There's not a chance, because you would get DQ'd. At the way that Wizards is nowadays, you'd probably get, rightfully so, you'd probably get banned from the DCI. Like, holy smokes.
I mean, I wish there was a way to ban this person from playing ever again.
That's the thing. There is. Like, at what point do you think Wizards needs to step in, monitor, like let's not be silly. Like, all of those conversations are recorded through their 100%. Client.
So,
like, at what point are they responsible to, like, take action on this? Like, should they be banning these people?
The first time.
Well, I think
when it's that 100%. Far, it's the first time.
I think that this person is 100% going to get a ban. Like, the picture's on Twitter. That person's gone.
Yeah. So, Shaheen Sarani also was in the tweet feed, and apparently this guy's done it before. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Naveen, I don't believe the MTG Arena has chat. That would be a question for Alex.
No, it does not.
They don't.
It does not. Not yet.
Okay.
I doubt that they'll have it, honestly, unless you're friends with someone.
Probably for this reason.
Yeah, they don't want a toxic environment. Hearthstone's great for that, because you just say, and like there's like subtle things you can say. You can say GG or whatever, and you can say good game whenever you miss all your land drops and you get stuck on 2 lands. You can say good game, right. And your opponent's being sarcastic or whatever, right?
It's the same thing as Hearthstone. You have like
Yeah.
the 5 different ways you can say
Yeah.
something.
It's literally the same as Hearthstone.
It's like hello, thanks, good game,
Excuse
whatever.
me.
Like, yeah. So I do like that.
But no, that's unacceptable. Especially what this person said is just you're not a good person. Whoever this is, you're not a good person. So
yeah.
Do you think, like, I'm just curious, do you think that Wizards should police that more?
Absolutely.
I think that it's hard to do because it's a lot of, like, not that it's not a sensitive subject, but like from a technical standpoint, that's a lot of man hours to be looking into all the chat logs.
So here's what could happen though. If somebody does that, so say somebody did that to you, Kyle, all you have to do is clip it, email it, and then there you go. We're done.
Yeah, right, that's what I was gonna say. I guess that's
if it's reported, if someone sends it in, 100% should be like dealt with.
Well,
Naveen,
there is a profanity filter, but it doesn't matter. Like, you still can't say that to someone. And like to Kyle's point, you would never say that to someone in real life. It's just these keyboard jockeys that think they're invincible.
Mudkip, I agree, and I think they do that to an extent, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, none of us know the logistics of how they
right, and you can't stuff. I don't think you would ever edit what's the word I'm looking for? Censor the word like kill because you're like, oh, I killed that, like I killed that creature, right? So
yeah.
Yeah, and Naveen, it's just a symptom of being online, not a person. 100% correct.
We're back to just don't be a dick.
Yeah, just don't be a dick.
All right,
basically.
Enough on that stuff, man.
So let's go into the Nexus. First things first, the Pro Tour schedule has changed in a huge way. So I have a panel for that. Switch to it real quick. So it looks like February 22nd, the day after my birthday, through the 24th is Cleveland, Ohio. April 26th. Yeah, right? That'd be hype.
Guess we're going.
Get to go to good old Cleveland. Heartland of America. Home of the Browns. Rip. They tied today. What the...
They tied?
Yes. They finally didn't lose, and of course it was a tie.
Anyway.
So, yeah. April 26th through 28th, London. April 28th through June. So the very next month. So that's super weird, first off. June 28th through 30th, Dallas, Fort Worth. That'll be pretty sweet. July 26th. April, June, July. That's back to back.
Ooh, July 28th, my birthday.
Maybe you'll be in Barcelona. November 8th through 10th, Richmond. Which, whatever. Sure, Star City Games. Get it. December 6th through 8th, Brisbane, Australia. So, obviously, there's usually only 4 Pro Tours. Next year, there's going to be 6. They haven't really said anything other than, well, there's going to be 6 Pro Tours, and then they also gave us the fact that the qualifying system is obviously, with that many Pro Tours, has to be different. But also, Cleveland and London are going to have between 400 and 500 like normal. And then the last 4 will have at max 300 players. So, Evan, obviously, we talked about this a little bit, and Kyle, we talked about it a little bit too. But, Evan, do you want to talk about the implications for the high-tier gold and platinum level players?
I mean, this is great if you're gold or higher, or especially if you're the Hall of Fame. Like Hall of Famers, this is just a guaranteed extra couple $1,000s a year.
Hashtag vote Pakula. Anyways.
And same thing, like, for those gold and platinum players, like, this is just more guaranteed money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Theoretically, it opens up more opportunity, but they kind of ruin that by limiting player space lower at the majority of the events. So, like, qualifications are going to be even harder now.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like... I don't know, like... I'm just trying to, like, brainstorm what this is going to look like, because... Are they
Maybe they
are
bring
they done
back
with
the
the
old
PPTQs?
Pro Tour It'd be sweet if they brought back the old Pro Tour qualifiers.
Yeah.
Why that wouldn't make sense with them limiting the number?
I guess. I don't know.
Like, if they're gonna limit how many people can go to the events, why then open it up to like easier entry events?
Yeah.
Like,
so the one thing too is they're not decreasing the overall prize pool of they're raising it so this year there was an overall $1 million in prize pool for the Pro Tours. Next year there's going to be 1.5 million, so still 250,000 per Pro Tour. So that's really good. I mean, if you're a pro, you're just loving this announcement.
yeah.
So
It doesn't seem ultra relevant to the grinders, though.
Agreed.
I mean, there will be an announcement about how we are going to be able to qualify, right? Like how the grinders, how the, average hacks are going to be able to try and get in these bad boys. But
yeah,
it's not great. Like the fact that the last four have 200 or maybe even as low as or as high as 300 less players, like it's not good for us.
Right.
But yeah, so the Planeswalker decks, some of the cards from there were revealed. I'm going to bring that on screen right now. Let's talk about... We got some spoilers. These typically never make it to constructed play, but it's still fun to talk about. Tomorrow, actually, we have all the spoilers, so...
Yeah, they're spoiling everything at once.
That's what it sounded like. Evan can confirm? Question mark?
Yeah, from everything they've said, this is their attempt to try and...
bring the hype?
Well, no, it's to stop leaks.
Sure.
Oh, I see.
This is that plan.
Let's talk about Ral, Caller of Storms, 4 mana, blue-red for a 4 loyalty Planeswalker Ral. His +1 draws a card. His -2 deals 3 damage divided among any 1, 2, or 3 targets. So that's pretty cool. And then his -7 ultimate, draw 7 cards, and then he deals 7 damage to each creature your opponents control. Kyle, what do you think about this? You think this has any shot?
No, 0%. 0%. It's a Planeswalker deck. Like, I don't see any of these cards being relevant. Like, honestly.
Yeah. So, Evan, what about you? Do you not? No,
I mean,
same sentiment or?
Ral, like, Caller Storm seems sweet, but not in constructed standard. Like, this seems like a fairly solid EDH Planeswalker, as well as. I mean, it's consistently draw cards.
Yeah, okay. But like how relevant is usually the Planeswalker decks, Planeswalkers that actually see EDH play, are the ones that have good minuses. I don't even think this one's like that great.
No,
I agree.
I just don't think this card's like playable. Like,
it's gonna be great for like if you're starting to you and your buddy are brand new and want to learn how to play Magic.
Right.
It's great, but yeah. So,
like, if he looks like he's trying to sell you a used car.
Come on in! Slaps the hood of a terrible bolt. So Ral's Disappearal. Disperal, sure, irrelevant. Return target, so it's a 5 mana instant.
Unsummon, go find 6 mana Ral.
Yeah, I already don't like where this is going.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we can just skim through these real quick.
Yeah, Ral's Staticaster, which this is the one, actually on Twitter I've seen a couple people like, actually this may potentially make it, but and it's a blue-red creature with trample. What?
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's so strange. It's like a crocodile-looking dude, too.
It's a Fashino.
Sure.
How much mana is he?
He is 4, so not like crazy. But yeah, he's got trample and...
Disperal is not a word, Naveen.
Hey,
yeah.
They make up words all the time.
I don't know, man. Anyway, Nebraska, 7 mana. She's very bland. She's just a
this feels
Nebraska.
This feels like a worse version of her first iteration.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely. And they've kind of got this down to just a format, right? Like big, huge casting cost. The +1 typically draws cards in some way or creates some kind of advantage, and then the -1 is removal, and then the ultimate is like very underwhelming.
Quick note, that attendant of Vraska, why are they giving colors weird abilities? Like, black-green gain life equal to it when it dies?
Yeah, that seems weird.
Like,
I don't know.
That's like
that's just
a green-white kind of thing.
right.
Hmm.
Like, I look at that and I think of the Centaur, that when it enters the battlefield, you gain 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just very odd.
Vraska's not so contempting look is what I'm going to call this one. Destroy target creature, you gain life equal to its toughness. You may search your library for a Vraska.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you have to get this one. If you could get anyone, it would be like maybe, but
no, not even.
Yeah,
and then
most
we
of these
just
are
got
just
some.
unplayable.
This guy's pretty vanilla. This actually is like pretty sweet. 4 mana, 1/5. Oh, so these aren't even a part of them. Okay, well,
These are more spoilers.
Yep.
Anyway,
so yeah, that's the Planeswalkers. We know what we're getting with those Planeswalker decks. Tomorrow's like the big day that I'm super hyped about.
We'll do like a pretty deep analysis on all the cards that we're going to be hyped on next Sunday with all the spoilers.
One thing I do want to say, they did spoil one thing that I think could be really good in this format.
What's that?
Murmuring Mystic.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's
yeah, it's right here. Hang on,
it's a 4 mana 1/5 that makes a bird every time you cast an instant or sorcery. That seems like it could be a really good way to break up the mirror.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that card. It's kind of like a better Tolerant.
I don't know about better,
but
it's pretty good.
It's great.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So, Alex, tell us a little bit about Scryfall.
Yeah, so Scryfall, if you all don't know, of course, Gatherer exists in all of its terrible. I mean, Scryfall's great. Gatherer's not. So Scryfall just launched a new search term. You can search by the color of art, which I personally freaking love. I love art. It's part of the reason that I play Magic. Obviously, it has a lot to do with the way we all got into it. I mean, me and Evan, without the art, would you be playing Magic right now, Evan?
No.
So I love it. You can search like by color. And by color of the art, not by the card. So I'm super stoked about it. It's just something that I wanted to bring up. I think Scryfall does a great job. So
yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah. If you do like to look up cards and find like how to build a new deck, like I'm trying to look into cards that aren't playing in Modern right now to try to find a new deck.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna use some Scryfall. And search
also,
it
up. Have you guys ever looked? You guys don't build EDH decks much, do you?
Negative.
No, I need to though.
There's a really cool tool. It's called EDHREC.com.
Yeah, EDH Rec, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That place is great.
And it's literal death for anyone who likes EDH. You'll spend hours there.
Just so many hours wasted.
I'll have to find a deck for myself there.
It's really cool because like it breaks it up by like it gives you a bunch of different ways to play the same general.
Different ways.
Yeah,
not just
different
ways. Different ways.
Very cool. Very cool.
So yeah, I mean, Scryfall. You probably use Scryfall quite a bit too, Evan, since you're always trying to find the next hot deck. I'm super excited that rotation's about to happen. Like we're about to get. I want to do like a show committed to just breaking down every single card that's spoiled.
Yeah, I mean that would be next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even we do a special show. Maybe we find some time. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
That's something to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
So Alex, what do you got going on this week? Anything special?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just same old. Trying to find out all the information for all of our viewers about the week that was Magic. Yeah, work, family time, awesomeness.
Yeah, sounds great. Evan?
I actually have a new Modern brew that I am looking to test out.
Oh yeah.
So it's might be the slowest deck in the format, but it's pretty spicy.
So it's terrible.
Okay.
If it's
terrible.
I mean, it might be, or like you might just die on turn 63. We'll see.
All right.
One of the two. One
so
of the two.
3 turns, like 10 turns after I've drawn my last card, I'm dead. Gotcha.
Correct.
So
That's pretty great. Yeah, if you're in the St. Louis area, play some Modern every day of the week. There's always places to play. Maplewood Monday, Moonbase Tuesday.
if you're anywhere,
Jeff, you don't understand,
play Magic.
Jeff, this deck's it's pretty slow. Like, we're playing Seasons Past, like...
Woo!
Oh.
Dude, that deck was hot in Standard, though.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Season Pass might be one of my favorite cards ever printed.
Like, if you guys... Saffron Olive put up a video that... Or no. It was Jim Davis that had Seasons Past deck, and, like, it inspired me.
Yes, it is fantastic. I watched... he did 2 leagues with it. One at like 3 a.m. and then he loved it so much he played it the next morning.
It's sweet, but like mine is my own take on that shell.
So it's gonna be that super jank.
Yeah. So play Modern this week. You know, do what you can.
Just play Magic. Just play Magic, but specifically Modern.
For myself, I'll be playing on Monday, getting some sushi beforehand. If anyone wants to hop down there to Maplewood.
Please do. Kyle needs friends.
I do need friends. I might be playing some Fleeceman Lions tomorrow, so be ready. Just be ready. Just be ready. Fleeceman Lion might be there, along with some Lockstone Smiters and such.
That sounds way too fast for me. I'm gonna need you to slow down.
All right, man. We'll see what we can do. Alex, any final thoughts?
Yeah, thanks for everyone who hung out with us tonight. We appreciate it. You know, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to our Twitch. Follow us on there, twitch.tv/SnapCastMTG. If you're watching this live on Twitch right now, go to our YouTube. Just search the SnapCast. You'll find us. Go ahead and smash down that sub button. And, of course, on Twitter, the SnapCast1. Other than that, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being awesome. Have a great night.
See you guys.
See ya.